The Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dead's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Darrell Henry.
Good morning, everyone, from People's Bank Park in downtown York. Welcome to Game 6 of York Revolution Baseball. Today, the first of two, a day-night doubleheader, as the Revs host the Road Warriors. A 4-1 start to this opening homestand, and looking to improve that even further here today as this opening 7-gamer wraps up. Darrell Henry along with Michael Mark Antonini. A warm, sunny afternoon, or morning, I should say, here at the stadium as the Revs and Road Warriors get set for their first doubleheader of the year. 2 9-inning games, a day-nighter. Temperatures in the 80s as we hit the air here today. And Michael, a good win last night, 6-0 shutout win. The opening night starter, Jay Goss, in his second turn through, 5 scoreless. He was terrific, so was the bullpen.
Yeah, you said it best. Goss terrific, and then the bullpen picking up right where he left off after 5 innings. Robert Carson did an excellent job. 2 shutout innings to bridge the gap there to the later innings, and overall, really nothing to complain about with yesterday's win. I mean, again, they got out hit, but we've talked about it. That's just kind of how things are going right now. They're winning in the run column, and just a well-played game yesterday, good defensively, and it worked out.
Now the Revs 4-1, best start since 2014. If they can win this opening game today, it'll be their best start since 2011. They'll have Zach Groats on the mound in Game 1. He's been in 1 game in relief. He'll get the spot start in the opener. Right-hander Raul Rivera will go for the Road Warriors, who are 0-4 after last night's loss. Shut out. They have scored only 3 runs combined through their first 4 games. The Revs will be looking to keep them under wraps here in Game 1 today. We'll take a timeout, hear from Mace on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report coming up. First pitch this morning, set for 11 a.m. here in downtown York on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Dale E. Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE Law.com.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Is your backyard an inspiration or more like an eyesore? Get your backyard ready for summer with Penn Dutch Structures. Our selection of Amish-crafted sheds, swing sets, gazebos, and outdoor furniture includes everything you need to play, relax, and entertain all summer long. Take advantage of big savings on our in-stock or built-to-order sheds, or enjoy free delivery and assembly on any of our vinyl swing sets. See our impressive selection of outdoor structures at the Markets at Shrewsbury, located off I-83 on the Susquehanna Trail.
Need to get some cash? No problem. Head to Royal Farms, step up to the ATM, and
get your cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Yep, that's the way we do it at Royal Farms. Some retailers charge to use their ATMs. We don't. Our ATMs are surcharge free, so you can always get
cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
anytime at all Royal Farms ATMs.
A bank or credit card fee may apply.
Buying or selling? The auction houses of Dover and Mount Royal have you covered. From selling full estates to taking consignments on good, clean merchandise. Join us for weekly in-house auctions at Mount Royal. With food served during weekly auctions and 3 certified appraisers on staff, our friendly and courteous team will make the process easy and enjoyable. We offer a great deal on real estate, selling at 3% instead of real estate agents' commission rate of 6%. For more information, visit our Facebook page, call us at 717-963-3190, or visit our websites at www.theauctionhouseofdover.com and www.mtroyalauction.com.
York Country Day School is an independent college preparatory school. It inspires and nurtures the innovative and creative spirit of students as they pursue their intellectual promise. At York Country Day School, students are known and valued, which allows them to engage as compassionate, bold, and active citizens as they identify a purpose outside of themselves and generate the call to better the world. York Country Day School is currently enrolling students beginning at age 2 years, 7 months through grade 12. We invite you to visit for a day and stay for the education of a lifetime. For more information, visit www.ycds.org.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Revs Baseball is brought to you by Pizza Box and Hoagie Shop, Yingling's Ice Cream, Penn State York, Etline Foods, Ace Distributing, Wolf's Bus Lines, Sheets, Seltzer's Lebanon Bologna, Downtown Inc., Highmark, Total Exterminating Services, East York Vet, Brickers, Brewery Products, York County Solid Waste Authority, Planet Fitness, Hatfield Quality Meats, Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital, Turkey Hill Minute Markets, Health South Rehabilitation, Martin's Potato Chips, the official chip of the York Revolution, Isaac's Famous Grilled Sandwiches, proud sponsors of York Revolution Baseball.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, we're coming off a 6-0 win last night, first shutout victory of the season. And did Jay Goss do everything you wanted to see in his second start?
Yeah, Jay was really good last night. He had much better command of his secondary pitches as opposed to his opening night start. I thought more life on the fastball last night, and he really mixed the sequences up really well.
How good of a sign is it with the offense forcing opposing pitchers to throw as many pitches as they are?
Well, I mean, I think it's a good thing that, we're having good approaches early in the year, so I think that's important. We were able to get Baez's pitch count way up here. He was probably like 90 pitches through 3 innings. So, I mean, I think those are all good things, and that we were patient at the plate. We battled. I mean, we battled all night at home plate. They threw the ball pretty well overall, and we haven't seen any of these guys before, so it's a learning process with the hitters and the pitchers for the most part. So, I was really happy with the way we grinded our at-bats last night and made them work.
You've got Zach Groats in Game 1. He actually did start one of the spring games and went 3 innings. What are you expecting from him today in this role?
Well, we have pretty much a full-rested pen, so whatever Zach can give us, and we always use the eye test anyway to see if the ball starts coming up in the zone and lack of velocity, and you just start losing some command when you get tired. So, we'll keep an eye on that, but I know he wants to be a starter, and he's strong. He throws the ball well, so we'll see how far he goes. But with a full pen and tomorrow off, even though we play tonight, we should be able to piece some things together to get through it after him.
I see you even have Mr. Carson on your lineup card today after the 2 innings last night.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Robbie'd be okay today, at least for 1 inning or maybe a hitter, whatever that might take. So, he's good for, back-to-back days right now. And, so we would have used him more last night, but with the Barnstormers coming up on the weekend and all the switch hitters and everything that they have, we just figured 2 innings was enough.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck today.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Revs and Road Warriors coming up shortly. If you weren't with us last night, a 6-0 win. The big hit came on a rather frightening play in the 3rd inning. Baez ready again. Deals. And a swing and a fly ball right center field. Hit pretty well. Fernandez and Rodriguez after it. Fernandez dives, takes out Rodriguez. It's down on the warning track. It might be an inside the Parker. It's going to be. They're down hurt, and Luis Cruz will circle the bases. A 3-run inside the park home run. The second in Revs history, and everybody watching to see if those 2 outfielders get up. Chong Choi on a sprint out. The Road Warriors athletic trainer Jeremy Bender not far behind. The infielders heading out. Rafael Montalvo from the coaching staff is running out. It's a 5-0 lead, but now we wait and see if these 2 guys are going to be all right. Fernandez dove for it and ended up inadvertently taking out the legs of Rodriguez, who was in pursuit as well, and they basically crumpled on top of each other. Well, eventually, after a couple of minutes, they would walk off on their own. We're told that both will be fine. Rede Rodriguez is in the lineup today, and it was basically a knee-to-shoulder collision. Michael, it could have been a whole lot worse. That's what everybody's fear was, but Rodriguez playing today, and it sounds like Fernandez won't be too far behind.
Well, that was one of the first things I looked today to see if either of those guys were in the lineup, and I saw Rede in there, so that's a good sign, and it's great news to hear that both are all right because it could have been a lot worse.
Well, the intro video queued up. Revs a 6-0 win as it turned out last night. And Luis Cruz, that 3-run inside the park home run. He's now tied for the league lead with 6 RBIs, and he's been sharing the catching duties. It'll be Tyler Clark in Game 1 today with Zach Groats, who makes the start. And then we'll see Cruz in Game 2. And Groats against Raul Rivera here in the opener. Tonight, Ross Detweiler against Calvin Villa for the Road Warriors, a 6:30 first pitch. Couple 9-inning games here today, our first doubleheader of the season. It is a day-nighter, and a large pack of our Baseball and Education Day crowd is down on the field in front of the first base side wall. They will form a tunnel for the Revs to come through as they take the field looking for their best start since the 2011 season here today. And out they come. We'll have the starting lineups and first pitch for you. It's game number 6 of the 2018 season. The Revs and the Road Warriors coming up next.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports.
We were with you when you were struggling with the challenges of being a young athlete, before the challenges of keeping fit while working 9 to 5, and long before Pilates and Zumba were even a thing.
Flying feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes outfitted you as a young athlete. When you slipped into a new sport practically every season, you learned a lot, and you grew strong. Now that you're an adult, why stop? Flying Feet has the brands and the styles that will increase your performance no matter how you choose to maintain your fitness. Just like when you were a kid, when you shop Flying Feet, you know you'll walk away with the best fit and natural comfort. Flying Feet stocks fitness shoes and all kinds of fitness gear. So, what do you do these days? Trail walking? Working out on the track, on the street, in the gym? Sign up for exercise classes like Pilates, Zumba, or need shoes for weightlifting? It doesn't matter what you're into, you can always count on Flying Feet. It's the one sportswear specialty store that's truly ageless.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs have taken the field. Zach Groats beginning his warm-ups on the game mound. Starting lineups are brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Road Warriors, it'll be Melvin Rodriguez leading off at second base. Osvaldo Martinez is the shortstop hitting second. Geraldo Valentin, the designated hitter, bats third. Ride Rodriguez is in there in the cleanup spot in right field. Edwin Gomez at first base bats fifth. Gustavo Pierre, the third baseman, hitting sixth. AJ Jimenez will catch again and bat seventh. Hitting eighth in left field is Alfredo Silverio, and Anthony Ray in center field bats ninth. Again, Rodriguez, Martinez, Valentin, Rodriguez, Gomez, Pierre, Jimenez, Silverio, and Ray. The lineup that Zach Groats will face. The lineup behind Groats here today: Jared Mitchell in right field leads off for the Revs. Alexi Casilla at second base bats second. Hitting third, the third baseman for this morning's game, Zach Wilson. Michael Burgess at the opposite corner. He'll bat cleanup and play first. Jose Tabata is DHing and hitting fifth. Ruby Silva in left field will bat sixth. Jose Cuevas at shortstop bats seventh. Tyler Clark does the catching, hitting eighth. And Travis Witherspoon is in center, batting ninth. Again, Mitchell, Casilla, Wilson, Burgess, Tabata, Silva, Cuevas, Clark, and Witherspoon. For the Revs, those lineups brought to you by Flying Feet. And Zach Groats set to go. One outing in relief thus far, an inning and one run allowed against Lancaster over the weekend, but he has expressed an interest in starting since early in the offseason, and he'll get that opportunity today. As Rodriguez digs in, our Dasher Investment Services first pitch for this morning is over the outer half for a called strike, and we are underway. 11:05 goes down as our start time. Here's the 0-1, and he swings, slaps a ground ball to short. Right there, Cuevas, a chance right away, fires to first and throws him out. Cuevas the start, giving Dent the day off in game one, and a good start for Groats here in game one.
Great to get a ground ball right there, and it didn't take long for Jose Cuevas to get some action at shortstop. You mentioned a day off for Dent, a well-deserved day off. He grinded through the first 5 games, playing some great defense, but it'd be good to get a look at Jose at short.
One down. Here is Osvaldo Martinez. 84 degrees and sunny. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. First pitch, it is a fastball strike on the outer half. Martinez 3 for 11 at the plate in the early going. And as Groats kicks the 0-1, and a fastball right through there, strike 2. Road Warriors have switched to the all gray. The Revs are wearing the alternate black again today. They play him the other way in the outfield. Pitch is down and outside. Groats looked really comfortable in a starting role, albeit spring training, but started the spring finale at Somerset and pitched very well. There's the 1-2, and it's down low, but he went, says the plate ump, Silvio Martinez, without appealing it. And Osvaldo Martinez rung up on the go-around, a check swing strikeout.
Groats dealing early on today, and we saw him look good in that one spring start that he made. He did go 3 innings in that game, so ideally he gets 3 or 4 innings on the board today for the Revs and Mark Mason.
At 2 down quickly, here is Geraldo Valentin. And Groats with the pitch. Fastball across for a strike. This is the 4th start of his pro career. The last one came in 2016. He made 3. He deals. And a half swing. Valentin went around, fooled in the slider. He made 2 at rookie ball in the Dodgers system that year and 1 more in the Frontier League. 0-2 pitch. Slider snaps away. Valentin, the DH, 3 for 14 at the plate. A breeze out to right center. Could be a good day for the hitters. It's warm. On the 1-2. And a swing and a pop fly, left center field. Silva and Witherspoon both in pursuit. Spoon will take charge. Spoon will catch. 1-2-3, first inning for Zach Groats, and efficiently through the top third of the order. At the end of a half inning, it's the Road Warriors nothing, and the Revs coming up.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you've got a smartphone, you've got the power of the pass. Introducing the York Revolution Ballpark Pass. It's new, it's easy, and it's the hottest way to catch pro baseball in York. The new Revolution Ballpark Pass gives you the power to attend as many York Revolution home games as you want each month for just $34.79 per month. That's less than $3 a game. Sign up and you'll get electronic barcodes on your smartphone to be scanned for general admission to each game of the season. Flash your phone at the gate and pick any spot in Arch Street Eats, downtown's playground, or the Appel lawn. That's all there is to it. No need to order each game's ticket. No waiting in line. No worrying about making your payment each month. It's automatic. Get the power of the pass. Sign up for the new Ballpark Pass at YorkRevolution.com or call 717-801-HITS. That's the new Ballpark Pass at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
This is Jay Gauss. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. A 1-2-3 top half for Zach Groats. And facing right-hander Raul Rivera, who's 0-1 in a third of an inning. He's pitched 1 game in relief, took a loss at Somerset over the weekend. A third of an inning, 2 hits, and 1 run given up. He'll be looking to lower an ERA that's currently 27. Jared Mitchell will lead things off, and he swings at the first one and fouls it back. Mitchell 2 for 17, but He has walked 5 times, tied for the league lead. He's tied for 3rd in runs, and he leads the league with 4 steals. He's managed to get on base. And Rivera from the stretch steals, and it's a little low. Saw Mitchell this morning. He is not at all phased. He was off to a really rough start last year and then could not be put out. 1-1. That missed inside.
Well, a guy who just wants to be in the lineup every day, regardless of how he's playing. I talked to him before BP yesterday and told me he wished they had played on Monday when they had the off day because it was so nice out.
On a pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball away. That one at 89. Rivera, 6'3", 185, native of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Full name is Raul Rivera Alicea. He's in the American Association before this. The 2-2. Swinging a well-hit ball to the gap in right center field. It's going to split it. Down for extra bases. 2 hops to the LED board. Mitchell's got 2. He wants more. He's going to get it. Throw comes in. The relay got away. He slides into the legs of Pierre. Tumbles across third. He's back on safely. He's got a triple, and the ball did go out of play. He circles the bases on the first play of the day. 1-0 York. It's a triple and a throwing error from the shortstop Martinez on the relay that could not be handled.
How about that way to start off the game? That's 3 leadoff hits for Jared Mitchell to start games in just 6 games now. He's got a flair for leading off the game in a big way. And you mentioned it earlier, Darryl. Could be a good day for the ball to fly with the warm weather, a little breeze, and Jared Mitchell just splitting the gap there and getting 3 easy.
So 1-0 lead, a batter in, and here's Alexi who takes inside. It's a triple for Mitchell. And Martinez, the relay to third, it would have been fairly close, but in hindsight, as Casilla pulls a ground ball to second, Rodriguez to his left gets in front and throws to first for the out. In hindsight, probably wishes he would have held on to it. Mitchell got there just ahead of it, and with Pierre in the way, a hard slide basically took the third baseman out of it, and into the dugout the throw went.
Yeah, it's a play where you probably want to hold that as a shortstop, especially after a leadoff triple. You just want things to settle down a little bit. You're probably not getting a guy like Jared Mitchell flying to third base, so that would have at least given the Road Warriors an opportunity to work through it.
1 down, here's Zach Wilson, and a breaking ball outside. Wilson, the start at third base today, his second start there. He's 5 for 14, hitting .357, and tied for the league lead in walks with 5. He swings here, chipped his bat, and cues a foul over toward Burgess on deck. A big shard of lumber went flying off just behind home plate. Silvio Martinez will pick that up and beckon the bat boy. Wilson heads in for new lumber. Rest of the crew today, Steven Zawiski umpiring at first, Jorge Terran at third base. Revs a 1-0 lead, and we've barely gotten started. Jared Mitchell, his 6th run scored, which puts him right near the top of the league leaderboard. Pitch to Wilson. He watches it in for a strike. 1-2. Rivera, out of Puerto Rico, was drafted by the Astros back in 2009, 37th round. He fires. Curveball line. Down the line and left. That's fair. Down into the left field corner. Wilson around first. He'll have an easy 2. As it settles against the base of the wall, he's into second standing. And 2 of the first 3 hitters for York with extra base hits.
Wilson now 3 doubles on the season, and he continues to find ways on base, walked a handful of times, and a bunch of extra base hits in general. 2 hits last night, both singles, and he continues to be an excellent addition from the offseason.
Really turned on that one. Here's Michael Burgess, who's 1 for 14, but a lot of hard hit outs. Did get his first hit last night. 1-0 York. Wilson at second with one down. First pitch, he swings, grounds it back to the pitcher. Looks at Wilson, who slipped, and now he's in a rundown. Throw to the shortstop, now to third. He's caught in between, tried to slide to a stop, and Pierre, the third baseman, tags him out. About a third of the way off the bag at second base, chasing him back. It'll go 1-6-5, and Burgess on in the fielder's choice.
Well, that's tough right there. Tough ball to read off the bat right back at the pitcher, because that's one that could scoop by the pitcher, could hit off his glove, but Wilson just a little bit too aggressive there, and Michael Burgess did the right thing rounding that and going about 3/4 of the way to second, or a third of the way to second base. Messing with my fractions, but to try to get to second if Wilson had gotten in that rundown longer, but it didn't work out.
Now Jose Tabata with Burgess at first, 2 down. First pitch breaks outside. Tabata 2 for 8, making his third start. He's been in primarily against left-hand starters early on, but it's the nod today. Pitch is a called strike, in at the knees, a cutter. He's 2 for 8 with a double and 2 RBIs, the former Pirate. Rivera stands almost directly facing the plate as he gets his sign, then into his stretch, delivers, and that's down and away. Rivera made it to the single A level. He's in the Astros system for 5 years. He had a 3.26 ERA in their system, but topped out at single A. The 2-1, and a breaking ball hovers across for a strike. He was in the American Association in 2015 with Winnipeg, and then 2016, 3 games with Sugar Land. Rafael Montalvo had him there. Pitch is swung on, sliced to right. Coming in is Rede Rodriguez, and it hangs up for him. Hit pretty hard, but right at the right fielder to end the inning. Revs have struck first with a run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We go to the second in Game 1 today. It's York 1 and the Road Warriors nothing.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Rebound tip, and Embiid gets it back and dunks it.
York's home for Sixers basketball.
Lobs to Embiid, and a right-hand jam with flair and a flurry. Sergio to Joel Embiid. Go, go, Jojo. Rodriguez back to Joe. Embiid for the 3. Got it. He nailed the triple. Joel Embiid from outside the arc.
Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio. 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs up early, 1-0 as we head to the second inning. Zach Groats, a 1-2-3 first. He'll face Rede Rodriguez, who is back in today. What a relief for the Road Warriors and everybody who saw that collision last night, and understand that Jorge Fernandez will be fine as well.
And you mentioned it was a knee to shoulder collision, and that's a lot better than a head-to-head, a head-to-knee, shoulder-to-head.
Man. First pitch of the inning, it's down and away. Rodriguez 3 for 11. That collision happened in the third inning last night, so he only played a brief time. The 1-0, that misses down and outside. Groats with that lower arm angle. It has to be tough on righties. See a fastball, slider, splitter from him. There's the 2-0. And a fastball jammed him. Looping pop-up. Casilla moving out from second, and he's got it. Makes the over-the-shoulder grab, going into shallow right in front of Mitchell. And then turns and makes a pretty fadeaway toss back into the infield. One down.
It's just too easy for Alexi Casilla out there. He needs a challenge defensively. He's so good out there. And Zach Groats, I mean, can't say enough about the start. He's had 4 up, 4 down. That's exactly what you need on a day like today. Get quick outs when you have a doubleheader, and very important in game 1 of a doubleheader.
Now Edwin Gomez, first pitch, it's down and away. Gomez, a switch hitter, batting left. 2 for 14. I don't know if I said DH. He's at first base. DH last night. He swings here, chops one up the middle. That'll get through. Casilla had him played to pull, and big opening up the middle to the right of second. Gomez has their first hit. They out-hit the Revs last night, 8-7. York has been out-hit in all 5 games, but 4-1.
8 singles last night for the Road Warriors, no extra base hits, and that's part of the reason why it ended up being a shutout, despite the Road Warriors getting 8 hits. They weren't able to move runners that well.
Here's Pierre. First pitch, he swings, dribbles one softly, hugging the line, and rolls foul in front of third. Wilson up to glove it. Road Warriors are 6th in the league in batting average, .221, but just 3 runs scored in 4 games. New Britain has 7, the next lowest total. And the Road Warriors with no extra base hits, all singles through 4 games. Only 5 walks. There's the stretch from Groats, the 0-1. Breaking ball, grounded to third, one big hop. Wilson, runner was going. He looks at second and elects to go to first. 2 outs in the inning. Gomez was moving on a hit and run, trying to generate something. They are. Yeah, he does get to second with 2 outs.
And I like that idea there to put the runner in motion. I mean, the Road Warriors have had trouble scoring runs. They've been shut out each of their past 3 games, so anything to really jumpstart the offense, try to stay out of double plays, it's the little things that can really get them going.
2 down. Here is A.J. Jimenez. Catching again today. 1 for 9 at the plate. Groats a look back, delivers. Breaking ball, that's across for a strike.
I talked to A.J. before the game, wished him a happy birthday from yesterday. Didn't get a chance to catch him after I realized it was his birthday.
It's mighty nice of you.
Yeah.
Groats ready. And the 0-1. Breaking ball grounded to third. Another chance, Wilson. He knocks it down, fires to first. Got him. You could hear it hit flesh. Wilson stays in front, though. Wears it. What a great job. Exactly what you have to do sometimes at the hot corner. He knocked it down and made the play. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left at the end of an inning and a half. It's the Revs 1 and the Road Warriors nothing.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs lead at 1-0. We go to the home half. Inning number 2, Ruby Silva will lead things off. Jared Mitchell, a first inning leadoff triple and scored on an error. First pitch of the inning to Silva. It's a fastball strike, inside corner. He is 3 for 18 at the plate, but get the sense that he's close to maybe getting in a groove as he swings here, bounces a foul over by the Revs dugout. Pitch right in on his hands. No balls, 2 strikes. In the past, some of these doubleheaders have been a 7-inning opener, but playing 2 9s today. Rivera deals. That's way upstairs, 1-2. Couple of baseball and education day games for the Revs this month, and then have a camp day in July. Pitch is swung on and foul tipped into the mid. Breaking ball gets him. Strikeout number 1 for Rivera. And 1 out in the inning. Bring up Jose Cuevas. Barnstormers and Blue Crabs playing a day game as well next Wednesday when we're in Waldorf. We'll start this thing a half hour earlier than today. First pitch to Cuevas is up a little bit. He is 2 for 15, does have 1 RBI.
We should have had like an omelet station or something in the press box today.
Pitch and a fastball over for a strike. I had a donut.
Yeah, I saw a couple boxes of donuts were in the office today. So it was a pleasant surprise walking in.
I might have another. I might get crazy and have one more. It's a breaking ball just missed outside.
2 games, 2 donuts. Why not?
Also have a protein bar.
Got to have all the snacks today. I mean, we're going to be here all day, all night.
Have that timed out for your innings. There's a curveball that misses high. 3-1. A sub. Some apples. Cuevas removes the shades and wipes at some sweat. Some guys don't mind hitting with the shades on. Others don't care for it. It is a bright, sunny day. There's the stretch from Rivera, deals, and a swing and a pop-up straight up. The catcher, Jimenez, coming back, approaching the screen, and he's got room. Just on the front of the warning track, 2 outs in the inning.
Textbook work there, catching that pop-up from Jimenez, throwing the mask once he got to the spot. And Cuevas has been prone to pop-ups so far this year, just getting under the ball a little bit much, and it's a case where he's probably trying to drive one to the gap and get some elevation with that wall and left, but his swing will come around.
Here is Tyler Clark. And last year with Bridgeport, it was a slower first half for him, and then he really rounded into form as Rivera misses high. Raul Rivera, the brother of Saul Rivera, who'd been in the majors and had been in this league before. There's a fastball for a ball, a little bit low. In fact, Raul's brother Saul was with the Road Warriors when Montalvo was their pitching coach 7 years ago. 2-0. Swinging a rip towards second on one hop, knocked down by Rodriguez. Throw to first, got him by half a step. He recovers after it bounced out of his mitt on one hop, but it goes down as a ground out and a 1-2-3 inning. We've played 2 here in game 1. It's the Revs 1 and the Road Warriors nothing.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with tropical shaved ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
One nothing, Revs lead. We head to the third inning. Road Warriors with 8, 9, and 1 due up. Alfredo Silverio will get things started. And he's been one of their leading hitters in a small sample size, 3 for 10. Starting left fielder. Moved to right last night when they had to maneuver around the injury situation. And Groats the pitch. Swings and fouls it off. And it hits the facing of the roof, first base side, and down into the seats. Grabs a first inning run on the first batter. Mitchell a triple, circled them on in air. The 0-1, and that misses off the plate away. Groats with Bridgeport last year, acquired in the dispersal draft by York. He deals, breaking balls, swinging a foul tip behind the plate. And last year, in 67 outings, he went 74 innings, so he had some multiple inning roles. And also in those 67 games, he tied for the league lead in total appearances. He is strong. He kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Got him up high. That fastball registering at 93 on the stadium board, 1 away.
Again, getting the leadoff man out 3 straight times today for Groats. And one of those guys where you always wonder with pitchers if they want to start or relieve going forward in their career. Most guys want to start, but Groats had so much success as a reliever last year. You wonder why mess with it, but you see here he's got the stuff to start.
Here's Anthony Ray, and he swings, fouls the first one back. I thought in that spring training game that the splitter was his main out pitch, but he's been using everything here today. Commanding it well. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's a slider that dove down. Anthony Ray at bat, 2 for 7. He had a bunt hit last night. There's the 0-2. And that misses up high. Groats from San Mateo, California, lives in San Francisco, 24 years old. On a pitch, swinging a bouncing ball softly to second. Casillas circles it toward the middle, has to double pump, throw, it's not in time. And he looks up in disbelief. He thought he still got it away in time, but Ray might be their fastest And he legs it out. The double clutch cost him.
Well, I thought he had him still, and Burgess, a great job holding the bag and stretching, but the safe call at first base, and one of those where if it's bang, bang, we had no replay here in the Atlantic League. The umpire has to make a split-second decision, and Ray, I think you're right. He is their fastest player. We saw it last night, almost beat out an infield chopper, then had a bunt hit later in the game.
That'll go down as an infield hit. Here's Melvin Rodriguez at the top. Grounded out to short, leading off the game. And Groats holds. And a long set, time asked for. I think he had no intention of coming home there. He was going to hold it and try to get Ray to make the first move. Hasn't attempted a steal yet, but hasn't played much. And Groats to the letters, comes home, and it misses away, the split. 1 on, 1 out, a 1-0 Revs lead here in the top of inning number 3. Groats from Northern California, grew up a Giants fan. He deals, runner goes, and a line drive up the middle. It's a base hit. Ray will keep on moving, and he'll go first to third. They sent him on the pitch. If it's lined at somebody, obviously it's a double play, but Rodriguez spraying it right up the middle of the field, first and third with 1 out.
Rodriguez continues to hit the ball well. That's his 6th hit of the season now in 5 games. Sets up a good situation for the Road Warriors, who right now are out hitting the Revs. And as that theme continues.
Right where we want him. Here's Osvaldo Martinez, who struck out his first time. Groats got him on a check swing in the first. Rodriguez, pretty good speed as well, leads from first base. First pitch, a bunt. It's a squeeze. Groats coming in. He'll flip to the plate and raise in a rundown. Clark will chase him back. Tosses to Wilson. Back to Groats, who tags him out. The squeeze play, it backfired. It was bunted right back to the pitcher. He had plenty of time to flip home. And it goes 1-2 to 5-1 for out number 2.
Pretty much the only place you can't bunt that ball is back to the pitcher right there, because with Ray's speed, even if it's not a straight suicide squeeze, he's going to score. I mean, right there it seemed more like a safety squeeze. If he gets that down third or even pushes it towards first, that's an easy run for the Road Warriors.
And now first and second with 2 outs. Valentine, the 3-hole hitter, coming up. And Fletch is going to chat with Groats here. Try to keep this a 1-0 Revs lead here in the 3rd inning. On our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report today, Malky Mesa inactive, and they anticipate about a week with that hamstring issue. The Road Warriors came out surviving from that collision last night. That's good news. And now Silvio Martinez, the plate ump, will head out to speed things along as the visit ends. Right, 2 on, 2 out, and Valentine at bat, flied out to center in the 1st inning. Trying to keep this a 1-0 advantage. And Groats ready to go. Here's his first pitch to the 3-hole hitter. He swings, hooks a line drive to left. It sends Silva back, and he makes the play. Backing up onto the warning track in front of the manual scoreboard. Valentine put a charge into it, but it hangs up, and Silva backing up makes the play. 2 men left on. No runs, 2 hits in the inning. It remains 1-0 York. Groats gets the out on 1 pitch after the visit as we head to the home 3rd.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with a friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs with a 1-0 lead. We head to the home third. Travis Witherspoon to get things started. And Raul Rivera to the plate. Fastball just outside. Feels like summer today. Board reading 84 degrees. Witherspoon hitting .353 early on. Pitch to him. Fastball. It's a called strike. 6 for 17 early on. It's 2 ribbies. Mitchell and Casilla do this inning as well. A 1-1. And that's in tight. 2 balls and a strike. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for York. 0-3-1 for the Road Warriors. Pitch is swung on and missed. Big hack on a fastball that Rivera kept away from him. 2-2. And Spoon will give himself a chance to drive it within the at-bat when he can. That was an aggressive swing. The 2-2. Swings and fouls this one away toward a big kids group in the picnic area this afternoon. Or this morning still. Downtown on top of the Revs dugout. Rivera nods yes. 2-2. Swinging a fly ball center field. It sends Ray back. Carrying deep. Drops the ball on the warning track. And Witherspoon into second. He's there standing up. It sent Ray back in deep, dead, straightaway center field. And backing up, dropped the ball as it squirted out of his glove. And Spoon stands at second base.
Well, you just got to give yourself an opportunity to reach base, so you put the ball in play and make the defense make a play, and right there, Ray looked like he had a beat on it. The ball carried, and just not able to squeeze that in his glove, and it's tough when you're going back on the ball after you get turned around a little bit. Tried to make that grab kind of over his head a little bit, and it works out in the Revs' advantage, and now it's a matter of manufacturing that run, and who better at the plate than Jared Mitchell.
And he will, if nothing else, look to pull one and move him. First pitch, he shows a bunt, and Rivera plops in a curveball strike. I think they're going to go double on that play for Spoon. Ray had to go a long way back, ended up backing up and got turned around a little bit. It was hit the better part of 400 feet.
Well, that's a tough one for the official scorer, and never easy on those balls.
0-1. Mitchell shows bunt, and that's a breaking ball. Strike. They say he bunted at it, so perhaps it would have been low if not for that. So the bunt was completely on there. It wasn't just a bluff on the first pitch, and now he's down 0-2. Tripled leading off the first, scored on an error on the same play. And Rivera now to the plate. Fastball up high. Revs with all 3 of their hits for extra bases here early in game 1. Mitchell triple, Wilson double, Spoon double. Pitch to Mitchell, he swings, skies it, left field. Silverio's first step was back, now he camps and makes the play. And he'll gun it in, 1 down. Mitchell frustrated with himself, unable to advance Witherspoon there. And here's Alexi Casilla, who will look for a base hit now with one out to bring him in. Ground out to second base, his first at bat today. Tonight we'll be back on at 6:10, 6:30 first pitch. Ross Detweiler against Calvin Villa tonight. First pitch to Casilla, it's down and away. Revs 4-1 start, their best since 2014. 5-1 would be their best since starting 7-0 in 2011. 1-0, curveball, that bends in for a strike. Carousel going round and round in left center. A lot of kids out there today. The pitch, swing and a miss. He kept it down. Looked like a changeup. Fooled Alexi on it a bit. 1-2.
Alexi just needs to do a job right here and get Spoon over to third with 2 outs. Give him a chance with Zach Wilson at the plate.
Now ready. And the pitch, a swing, and he fights it off. He waited as long as he could in on the hands and punches a ground foul down the third base side. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Lancaster at Southern Maryland for a school day game. And Barnstormers up 2-0 in the fifth. They won there last night 7-0. Pitch is swung on and missed. Went up high with the fastball. And Casilla down on strikes. 2 outs in the inning. That's the first time he's struck out all season in 19 at-bats. Spoon's still standing at second. Zach Wilson will try to bring him around. 1-0 York here in the bottom of the third. Wilson a double to left field in the first today. As the wind picks up a little bit out toward right. And a move from Rivera, not a move, but a look back of Witherspoon at second. Wilson will get some doubles. He's been among league leaders in doubles in some of his full seasons. Pitch to him is down low. Last year, obviously, his season was cut short, but couple of full seasons with Southern Maryland before that. 31 doubles and 34 doubles. Now a step off from Rivera. He was third in the league in doubles 2 years ago. Tied for third the year before that. Rivera deals, swing and a miss again. Going off speed. It looked like a fastball out of the hand.
Well, he's done a good job this inning after that leadoff double from Spoon to work around the next couple batters. He got Mitchell to fly out to left, which, you know, if that ball's to right or center, Spoon probably gets to third, and then the strikeout.
1-1. That missed off the plate away. And he's really relied on his off-speed stuff with that leadoff double out there. Not giving in to these Revs hitters. Obviously, he's got a bag open and plenty of room with which to work. He deals, and it tails off the plate away. 3-1. Now if Wilson gets on, Michael Burgess lurks on deck. Rivera staring over the tip of his glove, nods yes. 3-1, swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, and to his left is Martinez, sidearms to first to get him. Wilson hit it off the end of the bat, and the Revs do not plate the leadoff double from Witherspoon. He's left on at second. We go to the fourth. Michael with the play-by-play. The Revs with A 1-0 lead.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
1-0 Revs, top of the fourth inning from Peoples Bank Park in downtown York. Michael Marcantonini with you on the call alongside Darryl Henry. Revs won the series opener 6-0 last night. 4-pitcher combined shutout for the Revs, who got 5 shutout innings from Jay Goss, then 2 shutout innings from Robert Carson, and then Frank DiGiulio and Jake Ezel, an inning each, the 8th and 9th respectively, to finish off their first shutout win of the season. Now a 1-0 lead here in the top of the fourth. Rede Rodriguez, the cleanup hitter for the Road Warriors, leads off against Zach Groats. First pitch from Groats is a ball low and outside, 1-0. Groats worked 3 shutout innings so far. One of the guys in this Revs bullpen that's fighting for that 5th starter role for Mark Mason's club. The 1-0 to Rede. In on the hands, out to short, on one hop to Cuevas, who waits back. Throws over to first in time. And Rodriguez is out number 1. Edwin Gomez will get a shot now. He's in the 5-hole. Gomez at first base today. He was the DH in last night's ball game, the tall, lanky, left-handed hitter. After Gomez, it's Gustavo Pierre. Middle of the order for the Road Warriors, who have not scored since their first game of the season this past Friday against Somerset. They've been shut out each of the last 3 games. 0-4 on the year. The first pitch from Groats, swung on and lifted into center field. Spoon going back, racing toward the track. He's still going and makes the grab shy of the wall. A running grab from Travis Witherspoon on a ball that carried a little bit. 2 quick outs for Zach Groats.
Made a bid at their first extra base hit of the season, Gomez did, but not going to happen in Spoonie land.
Yep. Not with Spoon out there. 2 up, 2 down for Groats in the top of the fourth. 1-0 Revs. Here's Gustavo Pierre, 0 for 4 last night, 0 for 1 today, bounced to third. The first pitch, in there for a strike right down the heart of the plate, and Zach Groats continues to pump the strike zone. He's given up just 3 hits, now into his 4th inning of work. All of them singles. The 0-1, outside. Darryl mentioned earlier the splitter that Zach Groats has. One of his main out pitches. The fastball has looked exceptional today. So you put those 2 together, and he's been nearly unhittable. The 1-1. It looked like a splitter right there, and they'll say that Pierre went around. It's 1-2. Home plate umpire Silvio Martinez made the call. Groats looking for a 1-2-3 inning. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, none on. 1-0 lead for the Revs, top 4. And now time is called as Groats was waiting a while on the mound. Must have been trying to get on the same page with his catcher Clark. The 0-2, outside. The Revs got a run in the first on Jared Mitchell's leadoff triple. He scored on a throwing error on that same play for a Little League-style home run. Now the 1-2, swing and a miss in the dirt Clark slaps the tag on Pierre, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 frame for Zach Groats, who's looked great through 4 shutout. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-0 Revs. They'll look to extend. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee, or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
One 1-0 Revs, bottom 4. Michael Burgess Sr. leading off. He takes a ball outside 1-0. From Raul Rivera, the starter for the Road Warriors. He's worked 3 solid innings so far, allowing just the first inning run. It's Burgess, Jose Tabata, and Ruby Silva, 4-5-6. The 1-0 misses low and outside. It skips to the backstop, 2-0 the count. Michael Mark Cantonini with you alongside Darrell Henry in the booth. 3 hits apiece for the two clubs in Game 1 of today's day-night doubleheader. We started at 11 a.m. local time here. Game 2 will be at 6:30 p.m. The 2-0. Burgess, a healthy cut there. Fastball high in the zone gets by him. Count 2-1. York leads the Road Warriors 1-0, bottom 4. Michael Burgess looking for hit number 2 on the season. He got his first last night. A chopper to first, foul ball. Evens the count at 2. Burgess started the year 0 for 10 through his first 3 games. Then last night, back in the lineup, got his first hit. It was an infield single. He's also reached base twice via the walk and scored a run this year. Hit .264 last year, 17 home runs. The 2-2, curveball low and down, or low and inside, I should say. Runs the count full on Burgess. Well, Mike walked 48 times last season, and I just mentioned the 2 walks he has this year. So he will see a lot of pitches. Former first-round pick of the Nationals in 2007. Now the payoff pitch from Rivera, fouled back, and the AB continues. So good job of seeing pitches and fouling pitches off from Burgess at the dish. He bounced into a 1-4-5 fielder's choice in the first. A chopper back to the pitcher, Rivera. Zach Wilson was on second, got caught in between, and was eventually tagged out in a rundown. Revs lead 1-0, bottom 4. Burgess at the dish, the lefty power hitter. The payoff pitch again, fouled back, so we'll do it at least one more time. Zach Groats for the Revs has thrown just 39 pitches, 28 of them for strikes through 4 shutout innings. He'll probably get a 5th. No one's up in the Revs pen, so he definitely will. Mark Mason's going to ride him as long as he can. Full count pitch coming to Burgess. on the inside corner, but it just misses. Thought the home plate umpire Silvio Martinez called strike 3. It sounded like he rung him up, but he didn't, and Burgess walks for the third time in this season.
Now batting for the Revolution, designated hitter, number 27, Jose Tabata.
Now Jose Tabata will get a chance with a man on first and no outs. Revs have their leadoff man on for the third time in 4 innings. The Jared Mitchell leadoff triple in the first, then Spoon doubled in the third, and now a leadoff walk to Burgess here in the fourth. Here's the right-handed hitting Tabata. First pitch to him, breaking ball low and outside, 1-0. Revs lead 1-0, bottom 4. 3 hits for them on the afternoon. Man on first, no outs. Playing a day-night doubleheader today at the ballpark. Revs looking for win number 5. They come in 4-1. Breaking ball outside again. That one way outside. Jimenez, the catcher, had to hop out of his crouch to nab it. And the count's 2-0 on Tabata. Jose, a line drive, a sinking liner to right in the first that hung up for Rede Rodriguez out there. He's 0 for 1. Didn't play in last night's ball game. This is his 3rd start of the season. All 3 have been at DH. And the pitch. Tried to check his swing. He did, but it's a called strike on the inner half. Brings the count to 2-1. Revs shut out the Road Warriors 6-0 last night. They're doing so far today. 1-0 through 3.5. Tabata, line drive to third, snared by Pierre. Throw to first, back in time. A 5-3 line-out double play. Tabata, a sinking liner to third, but it was right at Pierre, who caught Burgess in his tracks. He couldn't get back to first in time. And just like that, 2 down and bases empty.
Well, sooner or later, these line drives will start to fall. Twice today, Tabata's hit one pretty well. That wasn't the hardest hit line drive, but certainly the location was the problem for him there, right at him.
First pitch to Ruby Silva's a strike, 0-1 on Ruby. He's in left field again today. 1 for 3 with a single and 2 runs scored last night. The 0-1 from Rivera. Fastball misses high, 1-1. 1-0 Revs, bottom of the 4th. Here in downtown York. 84 degrees and sunny at first pitch. Beautiful day for a ball game. Wind blowing just a little bit. The 1-1. Silva, chopper out to second on 2 hops. Rodriguez has it. Throws over to Gomez in time for the out. And after a leadoff walk, Rivera faces the minimum in the 4th. No runs for the Revs. No hits in the inning, none left on. We go to the top of the 5th. Still a 1-0 lead for the Revs. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
We'd also like to thank...
Okay, John, shelves are stocked.
So are the new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
Like word search, with top prizes of 20 grand.
Yep, winning's never been faster.
Not faster than me clearing these shelves.
Dude, I hope you're even faster at restocking.
Yeah.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Colin Cowherd. Ben Simmons will change the league. Ben Simmons is different, folks. A 6'10 point. Long, tough. He is already an elite defender, unheard of as a rookie. He completely controls tempo. Most rookies walk into this league, and it takes them a while to catch up to the speed of the NBA. It's the opposite with him. This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Weekdays at 3 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Top of the fifth inning from Peoples Bank Park. 1-0 Revs in game one of a day-night doubleheader here in York. Game two of a three-game series. Revs won the series opener 6-0 last night, their first shutout win of the season. Zach Groats back out for inning number 5, and he starts the inning off with a ball outside to A.J. Jimenez, the catcher for the Road Warriors. Jimenez, Silverio, and Ray, 7, 8, 9. And the 1-0. Misses down 2-0. 1-0 York top 5. Zach Groats making a spot start today. And he's looked excellent fighting for that 5th starter role with the Revs. The pitch, swing and a miss, in on the hands, 2-1. Jimenez went 1 for 3 last night with a single. One of 8 singles that the Road Warriors hit last night. So far today, the Road Warriors have 3 hits, all singles again. Still no extra base hits for them this season. Now that one's in on the hands again, but a pop foul over the Revs dugout on the first base side. That evens up the count at 2. Groats has been excellent through 4. Revs starters this season have been excellent through 5 games. A 3.43 staff ERA in 21 innings. Just 8 earned runs in 21 innings. The 2-2 from Groats goes inside again. That one's fouled off. 16 strikeouts for Revs starters coming into this game in the 21 innings. Pretty good number there. 10 walks allowed. That number could be a little lower, but early on in the season, not too bad. The 2-2 again from Groats. He goes inside, so clearly the scouting report on Jimenez is to go inside with the fastball. Count remains 2-2 as he fouls one off. Revs lead the Road Warriors 1-0. We're in the top of the 5th inning. The Revs got their lone run in the 1st inning, the only scoring done so far today. Now Groats readies the 2-2 again. In on the hands, a splitter low, and Jimenez swings through it. So Zach Groats kept busting Jimenez inside, and he gets him on the splitter after a couple fastballs.
He has been absolutely awesome here today. Coming into this inning through 4, 39 pitches, 28 of those for strikes. That's sometimes tough to do on a video game, that number of strikes.
Yeah.
All of his pitches he's had command of, and they've been working.
Next batter, Alfredo Silverio fouls one back 0-1. Silverio in the 8th hole. He was 2 for 3 last night. Silverio and Geraldo Valentin, the 2 Road Warriors that had multi-hit games last night. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. The 0-1. Served over to third base. Wilson has it on a hop. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down for Groats in the inning.
It's been several years since Wilson has played third on an everyday basis, but here in this first homestand, there's a lot of pluses. One of those certainly has to be how comfortable and natural he looks there. Just gives the Revs yet another option.
Now with 2 down to Anthony Ray. First pitch slider or curveball to him on the outer half. Catches the zone 0-1. Revs lead the Road Warriors 5-0. Zach Groats through 4 2/3 shutout innings. He's been fantastic. The 0-1. Another breaking ball. That one misses off the plate. Groats and Tyler Clark, the catcher, have worked so well together today. In what is Groats' first start of the season, 2nd appearance. The 1-1. That one misses down and in, 2-1 to Ray. Ray, an infield single in the first, a ground ball to Alexi Casilla at second that he double pumped. The throw to first was just not in time as he was ruled safe at first by the first base umpire, Steven Zawiski. Now the 2-1. That one's high and tips off Clark's glove to the backstop, 3-1. Groats is something he's not done today, has fallen behind many hitters. He's behind Ray here, 3-1. 2 outs in the inning, no one on. Revs lead the Road Warriors 1-0 in the top of the 5th. Road Warriors have struggled to score runs this season, only 3 runs through 4 games, excuse me. This being the 5th as Ray takes inside and walks.
Not sure if Zach even had a 3-ball count before that. He's been so spot on.
Well, Groats last season struck out 80 batters in 67 relief appearances for Bridgeport. Most among relievers in the Atlantic League last year with those 80 punch-outs. Pitched 74 innings out of the bullpen. Tied for the Atlantic league with 67 appearances last season. Now he pauses and comes to the plate. There's a strike on the outside corner to Melvin Rodriguez. There's 1 for 2 with a single in the 3rd. Ray on first, he walked. 1-0 Revs, top 5, 0-1 count on the batter Rodriguez. 2 down in the inning. Groats out of the stretch comes set. Takes a sign and now a look and a step off. Looks over to first there. Now Groats back on the hill. Taking the sign from his catcher, Clark comes set. And the pitch. Ray takes off for second. Pitch is outside. Throw down to second. In time. It looked like it was a little bit to the left of second base from where we are in the press box, but the tag by Cuevas just in time to nab Anthony Ray, and the inning is over. Clark throws out another runner, and that's how the top of the 5th ends. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 5 shutout innings for Groats. Revs lead 1-0 here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland offers a variety of lesson plans for every budget. Owner Carmen Fusco has 38 years of Major League Baseball experience, and our staff is made up entirely of professional instructors, including Carmen Fusco, Sam Knott, TJ Cronenberger, and Lisa Baker. We offer one-on-one private instruction, camps and clinics, and year-round travel ball programs focused on developing the player. We differ from other facilities because we offer professional instruction with Major League Baseball techniques. We also provide free college placement for our athletes. Conveniently located off I-83 between Harrisburg and York, check out Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland and go online to fuscoprobaseball.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
Bottom 5, Revs lead the Road Warriors 1-0. Michael Marcantonini in the booth alongside Darryl Henry. Jose Cuevas leads off for the Revs in the bottom of the 5th. As he swings and fouls one back, 0-1 on Cuevas. It's Cuevas, Clark, and Witherspoon, 7-8-9 for Mark Mason's bunch. They got a run in the first, and the only run of the game so far. Jared Mitchell tripled the lead off the bottom of the first. Scored on the same play as on a throwing error over the third baseman's head. And that's where we are, 1-0, bottom 5. The 0-1 to Cuevas, breaking ball outside, 1-1. Zach Groats making a start for the Revs today. He was in the bullpen to start the year, making a spot start today with a doubleheader. He's been flawless, 5 shutout innings, been excellent. Allowing just 3 hits as Cuevas takes inside. 2-1 the count, 1-0 Revs, bottom 5. Groats now the 3rd straight Revs starter to work at least 5 innings. Jay Goss did it last night in shutout fashion. Revs ended up winning 6-0 and Goss got the win. Cuevas, a line drive foul over the Revs dugout, evens the count at 2. Raul Rivera working into the 5th inning for the Road Warriors, and Rivera's only other appearance this year, just worked a third of an inning, got the loss in Somerset. Gave up 1 run on 2 hits, struck out a batter. Making his first start of the season today. Former 37th round pick of the Astros, that was back in 2009. Out of Colegio San Vicente de Paul in Puerto Rico. Reached single A Quad Cities in 2014 and then was released. Now Cuevas, a fly ball into left field, but back on it is Silverio, a couple steps to his right, and he makes the grab. So Cuevas down for out number 1. He's 0 for 2 in the game. That brings up Tyler Clark, who's 0 for 1. Clark threw out Anthony Ray trying to steal second base to end the top of the 5th. Great throw and a great tag from Jose Cuevas at short. Clark and Luis Cruz, who started last night, those two have been trading off starts. They've both been excellent behind the plate, throwing out runners. Clark's now thrown out 3 so far this year. Takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. In fact, Clark has now thrown out 3 of 7 attempted base stealers this season. An excellent job there by Tyler. Cruz has also thrown out 2. Now Clark chops 1 foul, 0-2. 1-0 York over the Road Warriors, bottom 5. No one on, 1 down. It's been a pitcher's duel between Zach Groats and Raul Rivera, 2 right-handers making their first starts of the season for their respective clubs. Revs coming off a 6-0 win last night for their first shutout of the season. Their first since August 22nd last year. Clark takes high. That shutout on August 22nd last year came in a 7-0 win at home against Somerset in a 7-inning game. Now the 1-2 to Clark. Swing and a miss, fastball high. And he's down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down for Rivera in the 5th. That brings up Travis Witherspoon.
Both these guys, starters that is, had pitched in just 1 game in relief coming in, and here's Rivera out away now from matching Groats, finishing 5.
We figured the ball was going to fly today with the warm air and a little bit of a breeze, but so far it's been a pitcher's duel, and I got to believe it's also a nice day for a pitcher to throw. He gets a good grip on the ball with it being warm out. First pitch to Witherspoon, curveball high and tight that had Spoon bail out of the box, 1-0.
That's true. Cold nights, it's rough on both parties. Warmer days, I suppose it could be good for both sides.
The 1-0 to Spoon. Ground ball to short, backhanded by Martinez. Long throw from left field in time. 1 step into the left field grass, Osvaldo Martinez. Strong throw across the diamond in time to get Spoon. A 1-2-3 inning for Raul Rivera, who's been excellent. We've played 5 at People's Bank Park in downtown York. We go to the top of the 6th. Revs lead the Road Warriors 1-0. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro, offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Top 6 from the bank in downtown York. Revs lead the Road Warriors 1-0 in Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader. Michael Mark Antonini alongside Darrell Henry with you on the broadcast. Happy to have anyone tuning in or also watching the game on YouTube. Great day for baseball, so why not play two? Beautiful day here in downtown York as Joe Van Meter takes over for Zach Groats, who worked 5 shutout innings. First pitch of the inning from JVM is a strike. It's 0-1 on the leadoff man for the Road Warriors, Melvin Rodriguez, who was left at the plate when Tyler Clark caught Anthony Ray stealing to end the 5th. 0-1 the count on Melvin. He takes high, 1-1. Van Meter making his second appearance on the young season. Worked 2 shutout innings on opening night. Got the win in that one, struck out 3. He was excellent. Now in outing number 2. 1-1, swing and a miss there. Foul tip into the glove. Not a swing and a miss, it's 1-2. Revs lead the Road Warriors 1-0, top 6. This thing kicked off at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Been flying along. That one's on the hands, foul ball over the netting. Count remains 1-2. Zach Groats was efficient through 5 innings, only threw 55 pitches. Averaged 11 per inning there. Now that's simple math I can do. 37 of them strikes. The 1-2. Pop up in shallow left field. We'll see who wants it. Cuevas is out shielding the sun. Ruby Silva, the left fielder, he called him off and he drops it. In and out of the glove of Ruby Silva. He throws to first after Rodriguez rounded the base. Not in time, and that'll go as an E7 on Ruby. So what looked to be first out of the inning is not an out, as Ruby Silva commits the error. Second straight night the Revs have committed an error. Jose Cuevas made one last night.
I think he's looking up into the sun a little bit there. Might have been just enough to where it had just a slight impact. He was under it, but right off the heel of the glove.
Here's Osvaldo Martinez. First pitch swinging, shoots one into the hole between first and second into right field, a base hit. Runners at first and second now for the Road Warriors, and no outs. So you see how quickly an inning can turn. The error from Silva, and then a single. Martinez goes the other way with it.
And that would have been a ground out on that pitch, but they're at double play depth. Obviously, you have to be. But this Road Warriors team offensively has been down, and you don't want to give them extra life like that.
Here's Geraldo Valentin, takes a strike, 0-1 on him. Valentin 0-2 with a pair of flyouts. 1-0 York over the Road Warriors, top 6. 2 on, no outs. Joe Van Meter working here in the 6th. Zach Groats 5 shutout innings, now JVM on the mound. Swing and a miss there. 0-2. So Van Meter comes back and gets 2 quick strikes on Geraldo Valentin. Ride Rodriguez waits on deck. Road Warriors threatening here, down 1 in the 6th. Double play depth up the middle for the Revs. In on the hand, swing and a miss there. I didn't know for a second if that was a foul tip because the batter, Valentin, kind of waited at the plate. I think just more so unhappy with himself. Wasn't ready to walk back to the dugout. He strikes out for out number 1. Van Meter has out number 1. Runners remain at first and second after the punch out. Here's Ride Rodriguez. Ride part of that awful collision in right center field last night between him and Jorge Fernandez. He swings through a changeup. Rodriguez playing today after the collision. Both were removed from the game. Fernandez not in the lineup. Now Van Meter Working out of the stretch, ready the 0-1, comes set. And the pitch. Fly ball sent into center field. Spoon paused, then back on it a couple steps. Positions himself behind it, makes the grab and throws it in. Tagging and going from second to third is the lead runner, Rodriguez. That sets up a first and third situation for the Road Warriors with 2 down.
Van Meter with that little jam, really using his changeup effectively. He started off Rede with that. That set up a fastball in the next pitch, and he was a little late on it and flied out. And this will bring up maybe the biggest at bat of the game to this point.
Sure is. First and third for the Road Warriors. 1-0 Revs, top of the 6th. 2 down in the inning. And Edwin Gomez, the 5-hitter, will come to bat. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Had a hit last night as well. First pitch from Van Meter. Strike on the outside corner. He goes with the fastball. Inning started with an error on Ruby Silva in left field. Dropped a fly ball. Then Osvaldo Martinez singled to right. Then a strikeout. Then a fly out. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Van Meter sets on the mound. The pitch. 0-1 misses inside. A little bit high, 1-1. Zach Groats, an excellent 5 shutout innings today, following up 5 shutout innings from last night's starter Jay Goss. Revs have yet to allow a run in this series. The 1-1 from Van Meter. Ground ball up the middle short. Cuevas has it. He'll go the long way to first. Burgess has it at the bag. And Joe Van Meter strands 2. 6 shutout innings for Revs pitching. We go to the bottom of the 6th with the Revs still leading 1-0 over the Road Warriors. We'll see if they can get some insurance. Stick with us on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchase. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
1-0 Revs, bottom of the 6th from the bank in downtown York. Jared Mitchell leads things off against Raul Rivera, who's worked into the 6th inning today. 5 innings, just 1 run. He'll face Mitchell, Casilla, Wilson, 1-2-3. Mitchell tripled and scored a run in the first, the only run of the game for either team. The corners play up on him. First pitch is a looping curveball in for a strike. 0-1 on Mitchell. Pierre at third is about even with the bag, and before that pitch he was a step up. The first baseman Gomez is up a little bit. The 0-1. Fastball in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Jared. Story so far today again has been the pitching for the Revs. 6 shutout innings, 5 from Zach Groats to start and 1 from Joe Van Meter. He may get a second inning of work. 1-0 Revs, bottom 6. The 0-2 to Mitchell. Fouls it back to stay alive. Mitchell making things happen again with his legs. He legged out a triple on a ball he hit to the gap to lead off the bottom of the first, and on that same play, Osvaldo Martinez taking the relay throw, overthrew the third baseman Pierre. The ball went into the dugout and it allowed Mitchell to score. So because of his speed, able to get to third base, he caused that overthrow. Swing and a miss at a curveball there. He ends up with just one hand on the bat. His bottom hand slipped off the bat there as he's looking at it. Might need a little more pine tar. He's down on strikes for out number 1.
Yeah, hopefully nothing felt wrong with the hand. Sometimes you can get a little cramp or worse on an awkward swing. I think, and I hope it was just the grip. It seems like he's all right walking in.
Here's Alexi Casilla with one down and none on. Takes a fastball for a strike, and Rivera, like Groats did to start for the Revs, so good at getting that first pitch strike over today. Been very efficient. The 0-1. Casilla takes inside 1-1. Revs holding a 1-0 lead. They scored in the bottom of the first. 0 since. All zeros on the scoreboard for the Road Warriors. Just 7 combined hits in the contest. 1-1. Curveball in for a strike. A good-looking breaking ball there from Rivera. He's had that thing going today. And a 2-strike pitch. Slapped foul down the first base line. Casilla just got some wood on it to stay alive. Count goes to, or stays at 1-2.
That curve is pretty much all these guys are seeing from him. Third time through the order here in the 6th.
Now Rivera comes set. The 1-2. Fastball outer half of the plate that Casilla slaps foul. Looked like he was expecting a curveball because he was late on the pitch and then just had to get defensive and slap one foul. Now Rivera comes set once again. Ready's the 1-2. Here it is. Ground ball, base hit into right field. Alexi Casilla flips the bat. Happy with the base knock there. Right through the first and second base hole, a hard hit grounder. And Alexi Casilla now extends his hitting streak to a team high 6 games. He's hit safely in all 6 games this year.
Last year he had a 23-gamer, which was among the longest in Revs history, and it would have been more than that. It was right at the beginning of his time in York, the beginning of his 2017 season, but I think one of the games he didn't have a hit was one where he had to come out with a jammed thumb.
Now Zach Wilson with a man on and one down, takes low and outside for a ball. Casilla, a .410 on base percentage last year, so he's picking right up where he left off last season. And now the 1-0 coming to Zach Wilson. A check on Casilla at first. And the pitch. Wilson swings, pops one up, foul territory first base side. Is it playable for the first baseman Gomez? It is, but looked like he overran it by a step as he found the railing over the first base side with his hand. The ball landed behind his head and dropped.
And the wind is swirling a little bit. At times it looks like it's more left to right. Right now it looks like it's more out to center, and he might have anticipated having to reach a row in. It ended up not going over that concrete wall. I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
And he should have taken a step further back toward the Revs bullpen.
New life for Zach Wilson. 1-1 count at the plate, move over to first, and Casilla back safely. And Darryl, you mentioned that 23-game hit streak for Casilla last year. It was the third longest, tied for the third longest in Revs history. Had a .423 batting average during the streak. Another move over to first, Casilla back without needing to dive. Not a huge lead for Alexi, but Rivera keeping an eye on him. Now Casilla jumps out to a huge lead, but he's just dancing around out there. Shortens up. Being held on by Gomez. Big hole between first and second. Comes to the plate, does Rivera, and gets Wilson to swing and miss at a high fastball. 2 strikes on Zach, 1-2. York leads the Road Warriors 1-0, bottom of the 6th. 4 hits apiece in the game. 3 of the hits for the Revs are extra base hits. A triple and 2 doubles. Another move over to first. This time Casilla dives back, and why not get the uniform a little dirty? Revs trying to add to their slim 1-run lead in the 6th. The 1-2 count. Zach Wilson off the end of the bat, flies one into center. Coming on is Ray. He makes the grab to the left side of second base if you're looking from the outfield. 2 down.
Another curveball from Rivera, just enough to keep Wilson off the barrel there. A little bit out in front of it. Now his next pitch will be his 90th, so I don't know if he'll be a full-time starter for the Road Warriors going forward, but probably after this performance he will be. But both guys coming in with just 1 relief outing, both have been really impressive.
He's the second Road Warriors pitcher this season to work into the 6th. The other was Kelvin Villa on opening day in Somerset for them. We'll see Villa later tonight. Now as Michael Burgess takes a ball high, 1-0. Burgess is, Daryl, I got to believe he's ready to break out soon. It's just not coming together. He's not catching the breaks right now.
Now he's got to be close, though. I feel like this whole offense is. Weather is going to get better for hitting.
0 for 1 with a walk today. Here's the 1-0 count. Pitch misses low and inside. 1-0 lead for the Revs, bottom of the 6th. Great day for a ball game. Better yet, a great day for 2 ball games. A day-night doubleheader today in York. Wind blowing ever so slightly, a cool breeze. The 1-1 from Rivera. Burgess takes outside. Good setup by the catcher Jimenez on that outside corner. 2-1. Scoreboard reads 2-1. I think it's 1-2. And the pitch, Burgess swings through that one. And it was 2-1, so now it's 2-2.
I think a big part of spring training is tracking pitches, trying to see as many as you can, and the Revs have had a cram session here in the first week of seeing pitches. They've made these guys work, although Rivera today has been pretty efficient.
The 2-2 pitch to Burgess. Fly ball, right center field. Going back on it is Rodriguez. Still going back at the track. He makes the grab. A few feet shy of the wall. Another ball given a good ride off the bat of Burgess, but another out in the scorebook. We've played 6 full from downtown York at People's Bank Park. We go to the top of the 7th. Darryl Henry back on play-by-play. Revs lead 1-0. We'll go to the 7th next after a commercial on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIA-CREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Head of the 7th, what a game we've had here in Game 1 of this day-nighter. And Joe Van Meter will stay on after working out of a little predicament in the 6th inning. He'll face the 6-hole hitter Gustavo Pierre first. First pitch, he swings, fists one toward the middle. It's going to skip on through into center. So a jam shot single for Pierre off the bat handle and up the middle. And for the second straight inning, Van Meter with this 1-0 lead will deal with the leadoff man on base.
You know, on both occasions, you can see it going the other way. The error in the 6th, and then just a little bloop hit off the hands there that could have easily been a pop-up to a right at an infielder or a softly hit ground ball, but that's baseball for you.
Actually, that's more like it because now the Revs are being out-hit yet again. Here's A.J. Jimenez. Wilson will inch in from third. First pitch, he swings, lines it to second. Casilla, the grab, throw to first. They double him off. Casilla gets rid of it to Burgess right before Pierre could dive back in. And on 2 pitches, Van Meter's got 2 outs, both of them coming on that swing.
Well, that's huge right there. And Revs hit into a line-out double play earlier, and right there, Alexi, such quick hands to get that ball out of his glove right over to Burgess. Bang, bang.
That is the 8th turn by the Revs, the most in the league. And with the bases empty and 2 outs, Alfredo Silverio steps in. He is struck out and grounded out. And Van Meter from the belt fires. Missed inside. Revs do have Luke Westfall loosening. Road Warriors also with a left-hander up. Luis Cruz, not the Revs catcher, but his namesake. A 1-0. Fastball just missed. Down and away. Van Meter looking to go 2 innings, and he's gotten 5 of the 6 outs that he wants on only 18 pitches. Despite 3 base runners, he deals and missed just inside 3-0. He's a big New York Giants fan and had to mention what a great draft they had when I saw him early this morning. Didn't get a chance to see him this weekend. He was away for a wedding for a couple days. Now the 3-0. That's across for a strike.
Got to get him a Saquon Barkley jersey. They'll be hot sellers.
It pains me that he is now their property, but hope he does well. The 3-1. Swinging a ground ball, chopped foul down the third base side. Now a full count as Van Meter looks to come back on Silverio and send this game to the stretch. 1-0 York here in the top of the 7th. Picture perfect afternoon. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A changeup got him. And Joe Van Meter, 2 scoreless innings out of the Revs bullpen. A first pitch single was erased on a double play. And then the whiff. We're going to the stretch here at People's Bank Park. It's the Revs 1 and the Road Warriors 0.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WYK. First in York, first in sports.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoe Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs still with a 1-0 lead, bottom of the 7th. And the Road Warriors now been held scoreless for 32 consecutive full innings, a streak that began in the opener, but for a full game began with a 1-0 loss at Somerset, and the Revs with a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th today. Left-hander Luis Cruz is the new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He will not be facing Luis Cruz, who is slated to start game 2. But it'll be Tabata, Silva, and Cuevas for the Revs here in the home 7th. Tabata 2 at-bats, 2 lineouts today, including one that turned into a double play. Cruz in his 3rd game, 2 scoreless innings for them thus far. 2 hits, 1 walk, which was intentional, and 4 strikeouts. He's done a good job. First pitch is down and in from the smallish left-hander, listed at 5'9". He is 205. Here's the overhead wind, 1-0. And a swing and a drive, deep left field. Forget this one! Way out of here, over the arch nemesis, Jose Tabata, his first Revolution home run. And there's some insurance here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 2-0 Revs lead. Crushed.
Well, that's one way to rudely greet the relief pitcher coming in, Tabata. I mean, that one was a no doubt about her off the bat. And he's looked great in batting practice these past few days, this past week, really. I had a feeling somebody was going to get one over that wall sooner or later, as Zach Wilson had the first this year, but it had been a while. Ball was scorched.
Right over the 1741 club sign and out of sight. His first home run with York, 2-0 the lead. Now here's Ruby Silva. First pitch is a little bit down and in. The Revs now with 5 hits today. 4 of the 5 for extra bases. They've hit for the cycle as a team with only 5 hits. Here's a swing and a miss on a breaking ball, 1-1.
Efficiency, that's what it's been for this Revs team. I mean, today 2 runs on 5 hits last night, 6 runs on, I believe, 7 hits.
Now Silva drag bunt, and he lines it right to the first baseman, Gomez. It's caught. And he was maneuvering the bat on which way he wanted to go with that. Started to creep up in the box, but ended up bunting it hard. A line drive right to the first baseman.
A great idea there from Ruby, and sometimes you have to try to drop a bunt down to get yourself going at the plate. So a good idea, just not good placement.
Now Jose Cuevas, who's 0 for 2. Revs with their league-leading 5th home run. Pitch to Cuevas, fastball for a strike. As a feather comes plummeting down from up top.
Thought it was some kind of flying thing.
There's the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball off the end of the bat to short. Charging is Martinez. He pumps, he fires in the stretch at first. It's in time by a step. After that frightening experience with a beetle in our studio last night.
There was a spider, too. Don't forget that.
That's true.
I was rudely greeted by that beetle after went back into the studio to print out the box scores last night.
They're no longer in there. Here's Tyler Clark. I don't know how I feel about the hits being even. First pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. Clark now batting right-handed. I like this thing we have going where They've been out hit every game and have won all but one.
Yeah.
And Cruz with the red glove to match the uni. He fires and a swing and a miss. Breaking ball off the glove of the catcher, but it's 0-2.
I like that red glove. And back in the day, you remember the Jose Mesa blue glove?
I do.
That was always great.
Didn't he have blue and red?
I think he did, yeah.
And Cruz ready, winds, fires, breaking ball in the dirt. I think he had like one at home and one on the road.
Might have been it.
Joe Table.
Yep, Joe Table.
Cruz the wind, the 1-2. Fastball away and high. Clark a ground out and a K. As he looks for a hit here. 2-0 York. Bottom 7. Run in the first and a run here in the 7th. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Took a little off away. And Cruz retires the next 3. But Jose Tabata deposits one out over the arch nemesis, his first Revs homer. And we go to the 8th. York on top in game 1 of this twin bill. It's 2-0.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking! That natural walking motion is great for almost every body, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the Sportswear Specialty Store without specialty prices. Flying Feet Sports Shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs a 2-0 lead. Jose Tabata providing a little insurance on a mighty connection with baseball in the bottom of the 7th inning. His first Revs home run. Luke Westfall will take over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Joe Van Meter, terrific. 2 scoreless, 2 hits, no walks, 2 Ks. And Anthony Ray will lead off, left-hand hitter with speed. Today, an infield hit and a walk. Was caught stealing. Westfall the windup, first pitch, breaking ball up and in with Ray shortening as if to bunt. Westfall last in on Sunday. A hold against Lancaster, 1-2-3 inning. It's his 3rd outing overall, also scoreless inning Friday. Now Wines delivers. Fastball, it's a called strike, outer half. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for York. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error on the Road Warriors. Westfall stares in, sets. Now steps sideways, lifts the leg, fires, and a swing and a foul back, jammed him. That leaves a dent, 1-2. Better over there than in here.
Yep, 100%. I do have my glove. It's not in the booth here, but it's on site just in case. I feel like I'm going to need it one day.
Sounds like you're getting great use out of it.
Well, I can't disagree.
It's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a slider down and away. 1 down here in the 8th. But it's ready on call, should you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, in the past, I've had pretty close calls up in the booth, so it's been necessary to have the glove on hand. Some of my stops in broadcasting.
You know, it's just that we have all this equipment basically tied to our heads.
Sure.
Can't move. Here's Rodriguez, top of the order, left on left. First pitch, breaking ball, tumbles in for a strike. Now Luke featuring the hook on these left-hand bats. Rodriguez 1 for 3 in today's game. Westfall ready. Steps back, kicks, fires, and snapped it low. 94 on the stadium board. Lancaster up 5-1 at Southern Maryland in the bottom of the 8th on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Don't mind point streak. It looks like we're playing 3 today, but that's not the case. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a foul tip into the mid. Back with another good fastball. 1-2.
3 would be a lot. That would be a lot to handle. We need a backup broadcast team to take the middle innings for us in at least one of those games.
Paging Brett.
Yeah.
The other games are tonight. Long Island at Somerset, New Britain at Sugarland. Westfall ready. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back to the slider, and he worked him over. 2 up, 2 down on strikeouts here in the 8th.
3 straight strikeouts of Road Warriors batters. You go back to the strikeout from Van Meter, then into the 7th, and now 2 from Westfall. Westfall, that big stocky lefty with good movement on his pitches, and has that strikeout pitch working early on this season.
He's an imposing figure out there. 6'3", 230, throws smoke. Here's Osvaldo Martinez, 1 for 3 today. Holds the bat low near his hip from the right side. He swings for his pitch and pounds a foul against his foot. A glancing blow. He'll walk it off. 0-1. Zach Groats today, 5 scoreless, just 3 hits. Walked only 1, struck out 4. He was great. 55 pitches in 5 innings. Which is how many per inning, Michael?
11.
That's right.
Yep.
It's the 0-1. And his slider snaps into the dirt, ricochets away. Got a piece of Clark. We'll have the afternoon to find some ice. Shakes out that left leg somewhere where the shin guard was not protecting. I still remember in Little League one that hit the toe that the shin guard wasn't protecting. It can't guard everything.
No, it never does.
It's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Slider from Luke.
Well, I've taken plenty of foul balls off my throwing shoulder or the thigh, throwing arm. The worst is when you get popped right in the shoulder, the throwing shoulder, because then, you know, everything hurts after that.
Yeah. It's the pitch. Fastball just outside. Luke started the turn to walk off, but just out off the plate. Well, they play Martinez the other way in the outfield, anticipating that he would be late, especially with 2 strikes here. A 2-2 count. And Westfall ready with it. Here's the windup. He fires. Missed high and away. Trying to ramp it up and get him to chase. A full count. Tying run on deck. 2-0 York here in the 8th inning. Trying to go to 5-1. And Westfall steps off, wants to go through the signs again. The kids are still here. Don't have to catch the bus just yet. Here's the set from Luke. Now the wind, payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. A backdoor slider on 3-2 at the outermost corner of the strike zone. He's rung up, and Luke Westfall strikes out the side in the 8th inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Revs 2 and the Road Warriors nothing.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
The York County Solid Waste Authority is a proud sponsor of Go Green Night at the York Revolution on June 9th. The first 2,000 fans through the gate will receive a free eco-friendly cloth shopping tote. We call foul on plastic bags, and you should too. Visit www.ycswa.com for more earth-friendly tips. That's www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great-tasting family tradition.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the 8th we go, 2-0 York. Luis Cruz, the pitcher for the Road Warriors, stays in, gave up the bomb to top of the last inning, and then retired the next 3. And Travis Witherspoon will lead off. We've seen all of the relievers so far today go multiple innings to save others for Game 2, except perhaps Westfall. Revs had Junior Rincon up. First pitch to Spoon is a breaking ball high. He is 1 for 2 today, doubled to deep center back in the 3rd. Cruz, red glove, red spikes, fires, swing and a miss, change up.
Jose Tabata sitting dead red with the fastball, put it over the left field fence. Big insurance run.
Ball might be red after that. This is the 1-1, fastball strike, outside corner.
I do like what Cruz has. Sorry to cut you off there. I do like what Cruz has going on there with the red glove and the red spikes.
He does match. There's the overhead wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Spoon almost fell. He'll break for first and force Jimenez to step out and toss down. He does. 1 away. It is 1 o'clock. Let's pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
Number 2. First in York. First in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350. WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Revs up 2-0 here in the 8th. Here's Jared Mitchell with 1 down. Lefty against lefty here as well. And Cruz to the plate. Fastball, it's a strike, outer edge. Mitchell started this game with a triple and scored on a throwing error on the play. He's 1 for 3 today. And the Revs will try to make that run stand up. They have 1 more now. As a slider misses inside off the glove. Cruz from Puerto Rico. He was a 9th round pick of the Astros in 2008. He's gotten as high as AAA. The wind and the pitch. Swinging a deep drive, but foul. Mitchell well out in front. This will sail over the pavilion in the bullpen balcony. That was a shot.
Cruz and Rivera, the starter, both drafted by the Astros a year apart. Rivera was in 2009. A lot of connections on this Road Warriors team.
They now have Jalen Peguero up in the bullpen. Here's a fastball, and Mitchell frozen on it. Strike 3 called. So Cruz now has struck out 3 in a row. 1 for 4 on the day now is Mitchell. 2 outs here in the 8th. Alexi Casilla up.
Well, the last 7 batters combined in this game have struck out.
Wow. When we're done today, we will join the Rich Eisen Show in progress. Back with you at 6:10 tonight. First pitch to Alexi. It's a fastball for a called strike. He's 1 for 3. Cruz made it to AAA in 14 and 15. He fires and paints the outside corner quickly. 0-2. Now he's comfortable. Working quickly. He's struck out 3 in a row. The first 2 this inning. The lefty steps back, turns, fires, and a swing and a line drive left field, and that's down for a hit. The Revs are out hitting the Road Warriors as Casilla is 2 for 4, and he BBs a single in front of Silverio in left field.
Well, some guys just hit, and that's what Alexi Casilla has done this year. It's what he did last year with the club, raising that batting average and on-base percentage even more.
Now a 2-out base runner for Zach Wilson. Here comes Rafael Montalvo. And they had the righty Peguero loosening. Let's see if they go to him here. Right now it's just a meeting. And they will call on him. So pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts here in the bottom of the 8th. Casilla aboard with 2 outs. Revs lead it 2-0. I'll tell you about Peguero when we come back.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rates. Donegal, a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
New pitcher is Highland Peguero for the Road Warriors as the righty comes on. Elder statesman on this team. And he will face Zach Wilson with Casilla at first and 2 outs, 2-0 York lead. It's the 3rd game for Peguero, who's 0-1, gave up an unearned run in one of those losses at Somerset on opening weekend. 37 years old. Wilson 1 for 3 with a double today. 2-0 the lead. And Peguero the pitch. Breaking ball sat a little high. The Road Warriors will have the middle third of their order due up, looking ahead of the 9th inning, as Junior Rincon seems to be readying for his second save opportunity. Casilla held at first. And the 1-0, fastball down and away. Zach can be selective here and look to zero in on something. Figueroa has some big league time, long time ago. 2007 with the Diamondbacks, 18 games. Dominican Republic native. And now sets. And the 2-0. Swing and a pop-up foul. This will find the stands, first base side. As Wilson pulled the trigger, it lands right on a picnic table at the front of the bullpen balcony. Figueroa was last in the American Association with Winnipeg. It's been at AAA for 8 years. The big leagues in 07, 18 games, and also 7 more in 08. Now he's ready. And the 2-1, and a fastball low. Jimenez looks Casilla back at first. Figueroa signed all the way back in 2000, also with Houston. He was 19 years old at the time. Now ready, the 3-1, down and away. In the dirt, picked by Jimenez. It's ball 4 for Wilson. His 6th walk, along with 6 hits here in these first 6 games. 2 on.
Looked like Figueroa was just trying to overthrow it a little bit there. And then because of it, kind of throwing a couple pitches in the dirt. But a guy who's got some really good numbers at AAA in his career and a decent major league pedigree. More than a cup of coffee. 25 total games at the major league level.
We don't know yet because they haven't had a lead, but I wonder if he'll be their closer. He's got 40 saves at AAA. Looks like his stuff is still good. Burgess 0 for 2 with a walk today. He digs in. First pitch, fastball. It's a little low. 2-0 York with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th. A couple of the school groups on the first base side have found the shade near the top of the stands. And the biggest group today in the picnic area. Figueroa settles the 1-0. And a called strike outside corner, belt high. He's missed low a good bit coming out of the bullpen, but raised that one and got the call. And now ready. The 1-1, swing and a miss, took some off. Figueroa in 07 in the big leagues, ERA was over 9, but in 2008 it was in the 4s. At AAA in his career, it's under 4. He's put together a nice long career. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got Burgess down out of the zone, and Figueroa combines with Cruz to strike out the side in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. Revs will look to make this one stand up. We're going to the 9th. They lead it 2-0.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the ninth, Junior Rincon is on. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He's been outstanding preseason, regular season. This will be his third outing. Debuted with the Revs Friday night, 1-2-3. Then Sunday afternoon, his first save opportunity. Struck out the side. Allowed a pair of two-out singles, but left them on. First pitch in tight on Geraldo Valentin leading off. 3-4-5 in the order. The Revs up 2-0. Valentin 0 for 3 today. Now the 1-0. And he swings, pops it in the air. Shallow center. Spoon was deep. He'll hustle in, though, and he's there in plenty of time. Makes the grab. One away. He was in deep right center. No doubles with a 2-run lead and anticipating the hitters being late on Rincon's stuff. But got there in plenty of time. One down.
Another case where the relief pitcher getting the first guy out that he faces. Westfall did it in the 8th. And that sets the tone for the whole inning.
Here's Ride Rodriguez. First pitch, he grounds it to short, skimming right to Cuevas. Up cleanly, fires 2 down. And the Revs an out away from a 5-1 start. 2 quick outs for Junior here in the 9th.
And then on top of that, a first pitch out number 2. So take that any day of the week, especially as a closer. 2-run lead right now feels like 5 or 6 the way that this Revs pitching staff has worked these past couple days.
They've been great. Looking for back-to-back blankings. Edwin Gomez digs in, the K-man, 1 for 3. Hasn't struck out yet. First pitch, snapped it down and away. A little overthrow maybe from Rincon as that skips by. Revs have led it since the first batter that they sent to the plate. Mitchell tripled and scored, then Tabata adding the home run in the 7th. Rincon with the 1-0, and it just missed the outside corner. Gustavo Pierre waits on deck. He'd be the tying run if Gomez gets on. Rincon stretches. And the 2-0. Oh, that got the plate ump in the foot. It missed down and in. It cut past Clark's glove. And it hit Silvio Martinez in the foot. He walks it off, or attempts to anyway. 3-0.
Well, this is what you don't want. A walk with 2 outs in the 9th in a save situation. Rincon, we know he can pound the strike zone and has an electric fastball, so gotta believe he's going fastball here. I can't imagine Gomez would swing 3-0. But all it takes is 1 strike and then you get back in that rhythm.
Now the 3-0. Throws a strike. Outside corner, 3-1. He had the first 2 outs Sunday, then had a little trouble, although it was simply 2 very well-placed hits. Now ready. The 3-1, swinging a rip, it is just fair. It hits the first base ump. He's down hurt. It ricochets over toward the sidewall, and it's going to cost Gomez of extra bases, and Steven Zawiski is down hurt. Chong Choi is out. He is sprawled out on his front side behind first base. That one got him good. As he rolls over.
That was scorched down the line, and that's easy 2 bases for Gomez right there. He's had his hands on his head, a little shaken up that he hit Zawiski with that ball. But, I mean, just a case of wrong place. I mean, right placement for where an umpire should be, but just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And give Steven Zawiski credit for still holding the fair sign, making the call while he went down. But he doesn't. He looks like he's in pain, hands on his face. But yeah, I mean that's a stinger right there, possibly more.
He was literally falling down, pointing fair as he gets into a seated position. Now, sometimes if it gets you in that soft spot of the knee, it can be some of the worst pain, but hopefully no damage done. Well-spanned docs on hand or down looking at him. He's flexing out that left knee, and now will be helped to his feet. Ball was smoked. He'll get a nice hand from the crowd here. He is supposed to have the plate in game 2. These umpires have to be tough too. They get shots, especially when they're behind the plate. Silvio had that happen earlier in the at-bat.
Yep. And not to mention, they're out there for full innings, not just a half inning. You know, they're not out there like a defense that is out there for the half inning, then you go in the dugout when you're hitting. They're out there the whole game. Plus, they're basically a travel team of their own. They don't have home games. They're always on the road umping games. So you couple, you know, the nicks and knacks and the foul tips and a situation like that with having to be on the road all the time. It's not an easy lifestyle.
So here's Gustavo Pierre. He's now the tying run. Runner at first, 2 outs. Rincon the pitch. Breaking ball. It's a called strike. Starts him off ahead. That did deny the Road Warriors of their first extra base hit of the season. Gomez at first base. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, little low. The runner that's important, or the run that's important, is the batter.
Both of those curveballs from Rincon were knee bucklers, more so the first. But a good job pitching them backwards there.
Now fastball chopped foul down to Montalvo, coaching at third. 1-2, and the Revs are a strike away.
Well, I'm thinking he went curveball, then fastball. I'm thinking either fastball on the outer half of the plate, low at the knees, or dropping that hammer down for strike 3 here.
Both are out pitches. That's why Rincon's been in this situation. He's ready. And the 1-2. Swinging a line drive, flared up the middle, a base hit. So a pair of 2-out singles, and Pierre down in the count punches one through. And the tying run now on base with 2 outs in the 9th. A.J. Jimenez, the hitter.
Well, we've seen this before. This past Sunday against Lancaster when Rincon recorded a save, a shutout inning in the 9th. He gave up 2 out hits in that one, struck out the first 2 batters, then a single, then an infield single, and before finally striking out the side. So he's made it interesting now twice.
That's okay. The Revs are now being out hit.
They wouldn't have it any other way.
Big school group from the picnic area is heading for the exit to catch the bus. Hoping to see the final out. Pitch to Jimenez, knee buckler, but it stayed a little high. 1-0 on Jimenez, who was in the big leagues briefly last season. He is 0 for 3 today, 1 for 12 on the year. Rincon the stretch. The 1-0. Breaking ball, got that one in for a strike. Another buckler evens it up. That was well placed. 2-0 York here in the top of the 9th. 2 on, 2 out. Rincon, who was in Braves camp earlier in the spring, he's set. And the pitch. Breaking ball, a little low. Again, the outfield very deep. And with a 2-0 lead, the tying run is at first base. They want to be absolutely sure nothing gets to the wall if there's a ball toward an alley. Rincon ready. And the 2-1. Swinging a high fly ball deep left field. Silva back, looking up, and it is going to go. The first Road Warriors extra base hit is a 3-run homer to give them the lead. A.J. Jimenez, a home run in the top of the 9th inning with the Revs an out away, previously a strike away from a second straight shutout win. And the Road Warriors, looking for their first win of the season, now lead it 3-2.
Big time from A.J. Jimenez there, and that one hurts. That's one of those that your heart just sinks as out there on the field. The Revs have played such a complete game up until this point, and that's what hurts. One strike away, then one out away, and it's tough.
Here's Silverio. He swings, bounces one to short. Cuevas up the middle has it, throws to first. Burgess has to reach, and he falls down to his right side, but held the bag, and the inning is over. On the very next pitch, they get the 27th out, but one pitch before it, the Road Warriors break up the shutout and take the lead on one swing. They had 2 outs and nobody on. 2 singles kept it alive. And then the home run, and now the Revs will try to answer. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Road Warriors in front for the first time in this series. They lead it 3-2.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Guys ready? Come on! Sixers head coach Brett Brown joins us. People forget what you went through, and we had you on during this process. Did you ever have one of those, or the last time you had one of those moments where you just, you know what, it got to you, where you just said, I just don't know if I'm going to see the light at the end of the tunnel?
I mean, during the 10-win season, and, you lost 26 in a row, I think during that period of time, you wondered, times, was it something that you thought you were signing up for? I did feel comfortable and confident we were working on the correct things, my version of what I think a culture is. But when the last time I spoke with you, compared to where we are now, that seems like a long time ago.
You went from 10 to 52 wins in 2 years. That's pretty incredible there.
The Dan Patrick Show. First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Can't get enough of the Birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the Birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
This hour on WOYK is brought to you by Maple Donuts. Quality you can see.
Road Warriors trying to snatch one from the Revs today. They've taken a 3-2 lead, and now York will look to answer bottom of the 9th inning. And Jose Tabata will lead off. Peguero stays in. A walk and a strikeout to end the 8th. The Revs with their first blown save of the season will now look to answer back. First pitch to Tabata, a fastball in for a strike. They were going for back-to-back shutouts for the first time since 2012. Here's the wind, the 0-1. And a swing and a miss, a slider. And they were looking to do it for the 6th time in team history, but denied. The Road Warriors ending a full 33-inning scoreless streak. 0-2, and it misses down and away. It was their first extra base hit here in Game 5 of their season. For the Revs, it ended a 22-inning scoreless streak for the York pitching staff, and all of a sudden now trailing. Peguero nods yes, winds, deals, swing, and a dribbler foul over toward the third base dugout. Pierre at third base had one of the big hits to keep it alive. He is guarding the line at third. No doubles for the Road Warriors defense in that sense. On the wind and the pitch, swing, and it's fouled back over the roof. Tabata homered in the 7th to make it 2-0, giving York insurance. He's 1 for 3. The 2 outs were line drive outs earlier in the game. Revs have stranded 5 runners Not a lot of opportunities, though. Only 6 hits. Peguero to kick the pitch, and it misses way high. They had a 1-out double in the first that they didn't score. They had a leadoff double in the third that didn't score. That was really the biggest missed chance to do some further damage. And their 2-game win streak in jeopardy. Here's the 2-2. Check swing, and it's a called third strike. Tabata was fooled on it, didn't seem to get a good look at it. He started and stopped, and that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 9th. We'll bring up Ruby Silva. Jose Cuevas is due to follow him.
Well, just a deflating feeling all around after that home run from Jimenez. Took the life out of everybody in the park, at least Revs fans. And then started off the 9th with a strikeout. That hurts. Especially when you need to try to get a rally going and score at least 1 run to tie it. A strikeout doesn't help to start the inning.
First pitch to Silva is high. He is 0 for 3 today. And trying to get on. Down a run here in the 9th inning. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball, left center field. This is fairly deep, but it's in the park. Ray is over from center, and he's got it. He was playing deep, went over toward the left center warning track, and then came in a step. And the Revs are down to their final out here in Game 1. Jose Cuevas will try to keep it alive.
Maybe Jose can put one over the arch nemesis in left. He did it twice in the first spring training game.
He is 0 for 3 today. Again, only 6 hits for the offense. First pitch, he swings and misses. He was trying to do just that, but Peguero gave him a slider low and away. 3-2 Road Warriors here with 2 outs, bottom 9. Would be a heartbreaker for the Revs. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Another slider. And now it's York down to its final strike. They had the Road Warriors down to their last strike in the top half. Digs back in. Here's the wind, the 0-2. And try to check on a slider, appeal to first. He did not offer. That was close.
That's a good call right there. I didn't think Jose went. And big point in the game. I mean, now the game's still alive for the Revs. If he gets called for the swing there, it's over, and now you don't have a chance. But right now, the Revs still alive.
By inches. 1-2. And Peguero was about ready. Cuevas will call time to disrupt his rhythm. Down a run here in the last of the 9th. Road Warriors looking for their first win. And Peguero kicks, delivers. Fastball right there. Strike 3 called at the knees, and that'll do it. Peguero a 1-2-3 9th. He gets the win, and the Road Warriors steal one. 3-2 on a 3-run homer with 2 outs in the 9th. 3-2 the final. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
Be on the lookout.
Rich Eisen.
The Sixers, not the Cavs, not the Toronto Raptors, the Sixers. I am trusting the process. They have hit the win it now button, man. This is exciting stuff. Donovan Mitchell trolling on Ben Simmons.
Pretty great.
Wearing a hoodie with the definition of rookie on it. Describing what that means is an athlete playing his or her first season as a member of a professional sports team. That was what he wore. Here's Simmons' response.
He's implying tonight you're not a rookie.
No, he's implying that I am a rookie because it's my first season.
Nice. Keep this in mind. Ben Simmons was a big problem because he didn't win at LSU. And he is now featured in the longest winning streak in the history of the Philadelphia 76ers franchise. Long cry from the didn't even make the tournament talk.
Rich Eisen.
Easy, big fella. Can I call myself that?
Weekdays at noon on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. Relive baseball's greatest moments, connect with the national pastime, and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
You know those days where you just need that second boost of energy? That's where the new AMP Energy Organic comes in. AMP Organic gives you that organically unstoppable energy for fueling your hustle. Made with